Instead of just having like a number or a weight that I want to be, or have it be a numerical value, I just want, and this has always been my fitness goal, but I just want to be able to put my suitcase in the overhead bin, in the stowaway bin. Whoa, my hair is so black now. I missed the lighting in my parents' house. This is my old bedroom. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you do or do not celebrate. I hope you're having an amazing time. I love and cherish you, and I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, we're my old parents' room. I also dyed my hair black, back to the normal color, but it's gonna lighten as it goes. But I got it cut and colored recently, like yesterday, and I'm already wearing the Milk Makeup Skin Tint, which is in Sand. Yeah, so today we are going to do the 10 things or 10 questions to help you reflect on the past year. And these are questions I kind of like just grabbed from different listicles, and I kind of made my own, and I'm going to write them down below in the description bar. So feel free, or please answer these in the comments down below, because I'm going to go through and read them. And well, I read through all the comments all the time. So please do this with me, because I do this, I think last year I did this with like what 2015 taught me. So I thought this was a good little change. We'll probably do this every single year. So number one, where were you this time last year? Okay, so last year I'm laughing because it's just, whoa, such a difference. Whoa. So this time last year I was severely, I want to say heartbroken, and it sounds so dramatic, but I honestly really was. And so I was also just newly graduated. It was, I think, 6 months that I'd been out of college officially, and honestly I was very lost and insecure, and I honestly had no friends, which is really surprising, because all throughout college and just all throughout life I've always been a very friend type of person. I'm a very social person. I've always had a lot of friends, but I think my relationship really isolated me, and by the end of it I honestly had no friends, just because that relationship didn't allow me to have a lot of friends. So and I don't want to say anything bad about my relationship, because it's, I don't know, I feel like that's really private. But anyway, so number two, where are you this time of year? And honestly, I feel like when you're at a good place, you kind of just have nothing to say, because you just feel so fulfilled. So 100% I'm no longer heartbroken, and I'm feeling actually the best that I felt in a long time as far as emotions. I feel so fulfilled with my new relationships, with meeting new people, and I've met so many amazing new friends this year, so many awesome people that just came out of my life randomly. And I moved out into my own place because I was living with my brother, and that's something that I really wanted to do. I was really insecure and lost about my job and my career, but I think I now know what direction I'm headed in and how I'm gonna get there. Number three, if you could describe the year in 3 words, what would they be? Number one would be tumultuous and healing and fulfilling. Yeah. Number 4, what are you grateful for? I feel... Oh, I hear Komi. I hear Komi barking. Oh, well, I should put that at the top of my list. What I'm grateful for, I'm so grateful for my dog, and I know that sounds so ridiculous. I think my relationship with my family, because I think if anything, growing up makes you realize what type of relationship you have with your family, what real relationship you have with your family, and it's not something that's forced. Because when you're an adult, you really have to go out of your way and make time for your loved ones instead of just being forced to see them, you know, during school break or winter break. And it just made me realize, like, I really do cherish my relationship with my parents. I'm grateful for also not only finding new relationships with people, but also finding a new relationship with myself. And that sounds really cheesy, but I think my emotional intelligence was skyrocketed this year, because it was just a lot of introspection, I feel. I always knew what was going up here, but what was going on down here. And I think I'm most grateful for that, to afford that type of luxury, to really just like read all the time and listen to a lot of podcasts and not only share that with you guys, because I think with the AM with Amy, a lot of the things I talk about are things that I obviously go through, and a lot of it is my personal experience. So yeah. So what goals did you accomplish this year? I think I accomplished growth on my Instagram and my Twitter. Not so much on my YouTube, but I think I was trying to just figure out what it is I wanted to do here on YouTube and rebrand myself, and out came the AM with Amy, which is probably so many of your guys' favorite series on my channel. And so I want to find more things like that for the new year, and just kind of propel myself in the right direction. And I think on Instagram I definitely figured out what my style is. Actually, I don't really know. I don't want to, you know, because that could change like tomorrow, so I don't even know. But we did grow, and I moved down to my new place, which was awesome, and I never thought I would be able to do that, as weird as that sounds. I think I've been always trying to work out more frequently and consistently, and this is the first year that I really kept up with it, because usually I would go months without doing it and then go really hard into it, but I think it's been pretty consistent. I don't work out too crazy or too often, but it is consistent. Like I always have to go at least every like 3 or 4 days. I think the longest I went without working out this year was probably 2 weeks, and that was because I was traveling. So working out, that was a good thing that I accomplished this year. Just bringing myself, my Twitter and Tumblr self, I think that's what I said, to the YouTubes, because I think for a long time I was trying to hide a lot of me, and I still think I do hide a lot of me, which is why I don't want to vlog. I took a month off vlogging, and some of you have, actually it's probably been 2 months. I've taken quite a few months off of vlogging, and I think it's because I just really want to have some privacy, because I don't know, I think at the end of the day, I still am a very private person, even though I'm always talking about my issues here on the AM with Amy. But I think in the next year I do want to let you guys into my life more, my daily life, because I love daily vlogs and I love seeing what people do on a day-to-day basis rather than like going to Bali or, you know, stuff like that. So that's something that I would love to do in the new year. What goals did you not accomplish? So last year I really wanted to hit 500K on YouTube. We didn't do that, but we did grow just very littly. Littly, that's not a word. But I am hopeful for the next year. And I also wanted to move to New York. And that honestly would have happened. That would have happened. It's still able to happen. But this past year, I actually realized that I am deathly afraid of rodents and cockroaches and any type of insect. It doesn't even matter if it's a fly. I am deathly afraid of them, because in the summer when we had a heat wave, my place had a few cockroaches and they fumigated it, but it destroyed my life for that one week or that couple of days that I had to like remove everything and like just live with cockroaches. So a lot of places in New York are, you know, it's just an old city, and a lot of them are high-rise complexes, and cockroaches, I've googled, they can last an atomic war or a nuclear war. They also multiply. So with that being said, I feel like I would always love to move to New York City, but it would have to be in a way that I'd be very, I'm just gonna say, I'd probably have to be very rich, like living in Tribeca or something like that, in a new building. But I love New York City. I would love to move there, but I just think I'm such a weakling when it comes to rodents and cockroaches, and so I think I don't know. Someone said you'll get used to it, but I don't think you understand. Like, my fear is so irrational. But I really do love New York, and I do hope that maybe in this lifetime my path and my journey will bring me there. And I also did want to hit 100K on my Instagram, and I'm really excited that we did that. So I don't know, I'm just feeling good, and I'm not getting too caught up in the numbers. I'm just here to push out fulfilling content, and with the AM with Amy, I am really happy that I kind of stuck with that and pulled through. And actually, I want to use whoa. Wow, that's insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm getting so holiday. All I'm gonna do is get some boba with my friend today. Number 7, what brought you the most joy in 2017? Cultivating new relationships. Because like I said, at the end of last year, the relationship I just had gotten out of really isolated me from a lot of my relationships, including my family. But this year, my relationship with my mom has been awesome, and living with my brother was actually super awesome. I think what something people should know about me is that I love to have a lot of friends from different walks of life, and I'm never that type of person to just have one set group of friends. I feel like I'm the Lone Ranger that's kind of always in a bunch of different friends groups, and I can eventually have a connection with anybody. And I do think that about people. I think we're fluid and flexible beings enough to really be able to relate to anybody if we wanted to. And so I feel like I can relate to a lot of people, and I love cultivating different relationships with so many different people, regardless of like gender, sexuality, or age, even things like that. So yeah, this year has been just an awesome, like, I don't want to say networking year, but I honestly, like this morning I woke up to probably like 12 different like Merry Christmas texts, and it just felt really good, because I think at the end of last year I was really isolated, which I think a lot of people do thrive in, but for me, I am not that type of person. I love having relationships, not so much romantic relationships, but I think platonic relationships really mean a lot to me. And some people are the opposite. They really don't thrive in platonic relationships. They really thrive in romantic ones, and I think for a long time I didn't understand that, but everyone's different, and however you thrive is valid and is awesome. Number 8, what new habits have you acquired? I think at the top of that list is my video schedule, and mainly because I started the AM with Amy, and I feel like every Monday is a pretty good time to see you guys, and anything else just comes out throughout the week. Also, being a morning person, I feel like my first couple of months getting out of postgrad, I was waking up really late and sleeping really late, but now I sleep pretty late, but I also wake up really early. I'm both a night and morning person, so I think this coming year I would love to learn how to sleep earlier and wake up earlier instead of like just not sleeping at all that much, because I sleep at like 2 and then wake up at 8. And number 9, what old habits are you leaving? I want to cook more in the new year, so I think a lot of my money is spent on eating out and Postmates, and I really struggle with finding time to really cook for myself. It's funny because I love cooking for other people, but when it comes to me, I'm just like, don't really need to do that. I'm just gonna eat some tacos or a burrito. And I think I would like to date more, because I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm the type of person, if I don't set out time to go and date or go out and actually have a romantic life, I literally won't have one, because it's just not something that's always at the forefront of my mind. Probably like the last thing on my mind. So if I don't set out time to go and actually date and meet new people and like mingle, I will always be pretty much on my own. So I think maybe this year I definitely want to like put myself out there more and just date and have fun, because I think I struggled with that a lot this year. As a 23-year-old with a freelancing type of job, I'm so like set in my routine, and I just like need to shake it up a little. Last but not least, number 10, what do you want to achieve in 2018? I want to keep up with the 500,000 subscribers goal, but I think more than that, I just want to produce different content, and I have a couple ideas on how I want to do that, but we'll see how that goes. So I just want to produce different content. I know that this year has been a huge strengthening year, because the first time I ever did SoulCycle, I almost wanted to vomit, and now at the end of the year, SoulCycle is pretty much a breeze. I mean, it's still very hard, but like I feel like I could do 2 classes back to back now. It would kill me, but not in the way that it used to. Instead of just having like a number or a weight that I want to be, or have it be a numerical value, I just want, and this has always been my fitness goal, but I just want to be able to put my suitcase in the overhead bin, in the stowaway bin, in an airplane without anxiety or without any problems, because that's always been my anxiety, like thinking, oh my god, if I lift this, is gonna drop on me, because honestly for a long time I like really couldn't do it. and I also think it's my like, I don't need no man mentality, when like in reality I totally do need someone to help me do that. But I would love to do that, and I would love for Pilates, because I recently started doing Pilates. I would like for that to be a lot easier. I know that this is gonna happen, but I'm just gonna say it. I can't wait to move to a place with a parking garage, because where I live there's actually no parking, and let's hope that works out. And also just like to cook more, and I know that all of this kind of like intertwines with everything, and a lot of the answers were repetitive, but I think that's because that is what I was really focused on this year. And I hope you guys write your answers in the comments down below, because I love to read them. And stick around for more AM with Amy's. Here's a whole playlist, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you here, and I will see you guys next year. So lame.